Hello Internet, James Allen from Out of 8, and today I'm playing riot action game Anarcute. Features animals trying to take over the establishment in 4 different cities. I've unlocked 3 of them, mainly because the game is very difficult and I've kind of reached the upper limit of my abilities in the game. And I'll talk about the difficulty of the boss battles here in a little bit. As you complete missions, you earn coins, which you can use to unlock special abilities, although you can only have 1 per tier active at a time. And I've kind of picked my favorites. I haven't really spent my coins on anything else because there's no other better ones that I like. Although you could probably tailor it to the scenario if you wanted to. As you go through, you also unlock more animals. The animals don't give you any special abilities or anything, they're just cosmetic changes if you're into that sort of thing. So I'm going to show off a couple of levels here. Start off a little bit past the tutorial. Let's do... it doesn't really matter. Let's see this one. Yeah, it doesn't really matter which one. Alright, so talk about the controls here. So it's really designed for the gamepad. It's really designed with consoles in mind, rather than the keyboard controls. Keyboard controls are very awkward. So use the left stick to move around. As you find other animals, they join your team. And once you get certain numbers of them, it activates special abilities. So now the ability to stomp. If you go around here, again, you have to move the camera yourself, which also helps to kind of, move your crew around if you do it that way. The other keys are A, attacks. If you just spam A, it just keeps attacking. The X does a dash in whatever direction your mob is generally facing. B does a stomp, which stuns nearby enemies. And then Y knocks down buildings once you have enough people in there. So I'm going to have to lure this laser guy over here so he'll blow down those obstructions there. There we go. Take him out using the A button. Now I have his laser, so I can use that to cut stuff down, which I will need to do to get these guys out of here. As you'll notice, as you walk around, your little guys will automatically pick up objects. And what you do is you use the trigger buttons to throw those. Use the right trigger to throw generic objects, and the left trigger will throw cars, which explode on impact. Laser a little bit there. As you attack and destroy enemies, it charges up that bar, which then you have a super dash or a super blast to kind of throw enemies away. The way that the levels are set up is very linear. There's not very much replay value here. There's no procedural generation of the content. Basically, the developers kind of funnel you along the path towards the finish. And this level is very typical of it. So very scripted encounters, no real reason to replay levels other than trying to get a slightly faster time than what you had before. Card him. There's the laser that. Take those guys down. Go back and get these guys. So even though you can destroy a lot of things, you really need to have a high population of people to do it. Here's the building takedown. I'll do it actually around the corner. Let's take some enemies out with me. Hey guys. They just mash Y. There goes the building. Took those guys out. So the game is designed not to really go in and just melee everybody. It really wants you to use your special abilities and keep your population up as you play. So as with most of the levels here, the objective is to find the flags and take down the specific buildings at the end of the level. This is not even really need to do that. Just stick it down with that tank. There's snipers up there. There's slightly different enemy types, some of which are more annoying than others. mouse button. Just keep attacking people. Alright, flags up. So we just have to take out those guys in there. So I'll pick up a couple more objects. Do that. Again, all the camera controls are manual. So. Alright. Those. There we go, that's it. So that is a very typical level in the game. You know, go from the start to the finish, eliminate people, pick up your allies so you can activate some of those better special abilities. That's pretty much it. I am going to show off the boss level in here. This thing took me 50 times at 2 minutes apiece to figure it out. I actually had to email the developer to figure out what I was supposed to do in here. Because it's not very obvious, at least not to me. And this is one of the problems with the game. You know, there isn't very much replay value in it because the levels are so linear. And the boss battles, I hate boss battles to begin with, and the ones in here are just very annoying in their difficulty. So what you're supposed to do, as I found out from the developers, is basically throw an object at the guy's eye. It'll pop out a little laser robot. You'll take that down. Grab the laser and then laser off his legs. All the while trying to avoid the lasers of him and anybody he pops out. You know, you have to use dash a lot in order to, when those things turn red, avoid where he's coming at. So we got one. So now he's going to do crazy random spinning and eliminate most of my guys. Yeah, just like that. Give me another laser, dude. So now it's two lasers, and then they're all going to fire in the same spot. There we go. Two down. Dash. I don't even see where he's at. Ugh. 10 to 8. Where are you even at? Oh, and he has that stupid thing now. So now I'm down to one guy. And I'm done. Again, I basically wasted an hour and a half replaying this level over and over and over again until I could get it. Which was not fun. And the game doesn't allow you to skip any levels, so I basically was locked out of the content beyond this point until I got lucky and survived with like 3 people left. Pretty crazy. You know, there's no difficulty settings, there's no ability to skip levels, so you know, the game isn't really long as it is, based off of how long these first couple cities are, and there's only one more that I haven't gotten to because, frankly, I can't beat this mission that's beyond here. I get right to the end, and then I get all my guys eliminated, because there's just too many enemies to deal with. This level right here took me a while to get going, too. I'll show off this last level. I actually was going to show off the level I can't beat, but last time I did that, I actually crashed the game while I was recording the video, and I had to restart. So this is actually my 3rd time recording the video. Alright, so this will be the last one that I'll do. And as you see, it's all pretty much the same. Get some cars here. That was a terrible car throw. Alright, so we got a laser we're going to watch out for. So I'll dash past that. Those guys out pretty easily. Alright, so all these guys are right here. You know, a lot of the, because you just simply press A to attack, a lot of the attacks will throw you into lasers that you didn't intend to get thrown into. I'm gonna get lasers. I want to get the building thing so I can get those other group of people. I got it now. They're all over here. Alright, let's just head for the exit. You don't need to get everybody. Just help to avoid that jump. How about not get him? Alright, let's just take care of all this. Thanks for putting a car right there. Oh, well that just destroyed everybody, didn't it? Unless I had a bomb guy. Yep, I did have a bomb guy. Well, there you go, I lost that one. Whatever. You know, levels are not long. But they can get really difficult. Well, like I said, I simply can't get past this one. I don't honestly really care at this point, to be honest about it, based on how much time I spent on that one boss level that I still can't beat with regularity. And that's basically it. You know, the game has an interesting theme. You know, little cute animals rioting. That's interesting. The controls are fine as long as you have a gamepad. The keyboard controls are useless. You just move around, pick up new friends, attack, stomp, dash, destroy buildings, throw a bunch of objects, use the special attacks once you get a lot of attacks in a row, use the powers that are unlocked as you get more followers. And you simply can't just spam attack all the time. You have to use your special abilities and then deal with the enemies that have ranged attacks as well. The problem is there's no procedural content for replay value. There's no real reason to replay a level, although, other than just trying to get a better time. In the boss levels, I just hate the boss levels. Even when I figure out how to do them, I still can't beat them, very well. So, if you play a lot of action games, maybe you can be better at it than I am. But for me, they're just completely frustrating and take away from the overall experience. And you can't skip past them. So if you get stuck on a boss level, you're basically done with the game. So that's basically it. And that's all I have for today. Until next time, bye now.